is February 17th, 5:02. We're going to call the meeting to order. Can I get a motion?
I'll motion. I'll second.
All right. So I guess, Kathy, if you don't mind reading out the minutes, or do we have to? I don't know this one. So where are the minutes at? I don't have my packet.
I have this week's. This is this week's.
I didn't get a copy.
All the meetings were over at 5:08 p.m. and announced the quorum was present. Everyone was here except Crystal and Morgan. You approved the minutes from November the 4th, and then discussion on, there was a motion by Ginger and a second by Teresa Brown to approve it. Everyone voted unanimously. Then there was discussion about the spring event. PUC sponsored with $1,000 and Alliance Bank is going to sponsor, but we have not found out the amount. 15 vendors are signed up, but more than 300 have been invited. Teresa will do a Google sheet for all the members to be able to check in, make confirmations, add information as it's gathered. Teresa was going to ask Frankie Cooper about her sponsor list for maybe more sponsors. Community Events Committee wants to do a fish fry and abandoned park on Saturday night as a fundraiser. Downtown projects and movie projector. The cost are more than anticipated, so now we're trying to pursue other avenues to get the projector at the size that we need. Little Creek Park was awarded a Texas Parks and Wildlife grant in the amount of $650,000. That will be a matching grant with the city, half and half. Smoky Bro, we want to do picnic tables, so we discussed having businesses to sponsor the tables, and maybe we can do a plaque on the table recognizing the business that sponsored that paid for it. And then there was going to be a joint meeting with EDC last Thursday. Committee reports, there weren't any because due to the holidays we just didn't work out. And then the next committee meeting was Economic Vitality, which was Morgan, Brittany, and Stephanie, and it was going to be January 30th at 1:30 at the Logan Drops. And then the manager update was the Romeo and Juliet project at Papa J's the third Wednesday. And she just told y'all that it was going well, but now Papa J's is closed.
Closing down, so.
Merchant Monday, we had a couple meetings. Attendance was really good, then it was back down again. So we're working on it. Then we discussed Food Truck Fridays, movies and music in the park. And there was discussion about doing it starting in February, but that didn't work. And March, so the guy said they would for sure have more stuff by the spring event. And then she just told y'all that the end of the year assessment and accreditation needed to be completed by January the 26th. She asked y'all for suggestions. The meeting was closed by a motion from Teresa, second by Ginger at 6:45.
So has Papa J's closed or they're
They
closing?
closed, the last day was Friday.
Okay. What are they going to do with that building? Do we know?
They want $200,000.
Wow. Okay.
For the building and all the equipment inside of it.
So they want to sell it as a business?
Okay. Someone will make a motion to approve the minutes of last week.
Need to make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Now.
Okay, so discussion items, so we'll go ahead and just, keep talking about the spring event. We'll probably talk about this until it's over. So I've been thinking a lot about it, and I talked to Kathy about it, and I've talked to Ginger about it. I really think we should move it to the park, the whole thing to the park. I just think we need to utilize the park more, and I feel like with us having the farmers market in the park, I feel like if everybody could, because the event y'all had for Halloween, it was excellent. And I feel like if we just keep having really good events down there, people will see that it's a good place to have our events.
Well, our events are getting bigger and bigger, and it's not just y'all's events, it's our events too.
Yeah.
And there is no parking in our town. And when you start bringing in these events and they're growing, which is what we're here to do, there's even less parking, and we're getting off into our neighborhoods, which is, I don't want people parked in front of my house all day long.
EDC is, on March 13, I think it's March 13. They're voting to purchase the empty lot on 202 or 212 Jackson and Mary Rogers Beauty Shop. So the park will then expand, so there'll be more space than there is now.
Well, I'm talking more downtown, when we take all of this up, whether it's community events or Main
What I'm
Street.
saying, that's
Yeah.
even be more parking
Yeah.
for right now
Mhm.
because we'll,
And, yeah, but when we take all this up, that takes away all this parking. When we move it to the park, it leaves all this open. It leaves people walking in front of your businesses still. I mean, they're still getting in and out of their vehicles. I don't feel like we're taking away from the businesses when we're in the park. And it's a safety issue. We've got kids running around this town all over the place.
Yep.
It's always been a safety issue for me. And 67 is busier every year through here. And these kids these days just do not pay attention to vehicles at all.
They don't.
I mean,
No.
my parents would snatch me up and spank my rear end for
Same.
even thinking about stepping out in front of a vehicle, but these kids think nothing of it. They just think you're going to stop for them, and if you don't see them, you're not stopping. So, but
So how do y'all feel about moving everything to the park? I mean, there's a couple of the vendors that prepaid last year to have their same spot they had last year. So I'm gonna call them this week and see if they're, I want to make sure that they're okay with us moving it. But I wanted to get y'all's opinion on that first before I started making phone calls.
I think if you move it, and just.
Hey,
I might have said that, but it's really supposed to be.
do what?
I said I think it's a good idea to move
think
it,
so,
but I don't
too.
know that I would give an option to.
Maybe
give
just
a-
call
to-
and tell them that we're moving
Yeah,
it.
I wouldn't open it
Because
up.
then it would be like, well, I don't want to, and then they would just shut that whole thing down.
You might give them first option
Of where they want
where
to be.
they're gonna put their booth.
Yeah. We're thinking about moving the spring event to the park, the whole event. How do you feel about that? Think it's a good idea? Well, so far I have 35, but I'm still waiting on still waiting on people to turn in their applications. I sent out over 300 emails for vendors,
So
so
we have 35 confirmed.
confirmed.
Okay, great.
and you'll get more as we get closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you'll-
last year it was like at the last minute. It was like 25 the day before, and which I don't mind it, but I wish they would do it before.
See, if we already got 35 confirmed and say there are another 20, that's still
Yeah.
not a bad.
Yeah, last year I think we had 111 vendors, so hopefully we can do about that. And then I'm trying to figure out with our food trucks. I did reach out to JC Fountain,
Okay.
and I asked him about the turkey legs, and he wants to know: are we just gonna do? We just want him to do turkey legs. I know there's another food truck, the Wicked Love for Food. I know they do barbecue too. Do y'all want me to just have him do the turkey legs, or do you want me to have him do barbecue too?
I would say just the turkey legs.
I
if
think
you
so,
can
too.
specialize in that.
Because I don't want to.
'Cause you don't have
Yeah,
4 different barbecues down there.
yeah,
and not
I
have
agree.
it
Well,
all
and I
have
think that's better on him. He makes more on a turkey leg than he does the rest of the stuff anyway.
His
I
turkey
talked to him
legs are
yesterday, and
fabulous.
he was like, "Just turkey legs." I'm like, "Well, I'm having a meeting. Let me discuss it with him to make sure that everybody's on board." But I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
He did well at Christmas with his turkey legs.
Yeah, he sold out of everything. I think, didn't he?
He did very well. I'm not.
By the time I got over there, there was nothing. So
He was the only one when we were packing up and picking up at the end of the parade. It was still with a line in front of his tent waiting
Yeah.
for turkey legs. So, I mean, we were expecting backlash by moving to the park for Halloween because every time we've tried to move it, as Kathy knows, it's been World War III, and we did not get not one,
And it was a great,
one single person. Everything that we got back
was
wa-
positive.
Yeah, even the private messages, which I usually have one or two in there where they're letting me have it. Everyone was like, we were against it to begin with, or not everyone, but there were some. But you know, it was great. Let's keep doing it. The kids loved it. They could run free. We didn't have to worry about them getting in the street. It was so much more, and so much more room that we can expand with it. And it did help doing the little haunted house down there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, people got to see that there is potential to move that, which with the Spring Fest, it's going to be the same way. There's so much more you're going to be able to do
I
that
think
you're
so,
not
too.
going to be able to do up here.
Yeah, I'm excited about moving it. I know there's gonna be some people that won't like it, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. That's right. I figured that out. And then also we did have the two sponsors I know for sure, which was PUC and then Alliance Bank. And I had this guy that reached out. His name is David Gish, and he does like magic tricks, balloons, makes all like the balloons and stuff like that, face painting. He walks around and does like tricks for the kids and stuff like that. He's an entertainer. So I didn't know what we wanted to do as far as the other sponsorship that's coming in, because since we're not going to be able to do the carnival rides and stuff like that, I have this guy. Now he books up pretty fast from what he tells me. So I guess we can vote on it probably next. We do it today, maybe. It's not a vote thing. We just do it. Okay. Anyway, so I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on that, because we could have him entertaining down in the park for the kids, also where the bounce houses and stuff are. I thought it would. His 5 hour or 500 for 4 hours. 8 hours is $750, and then plus $150 travel from Tyler. But he did say prices can be negotiated. So
Do we know of any other
Yeah, I
places
was gonna
he's
say, you have
been?
references
yeah, he's
on
got
him?
a whole list of references. Let me get to that page.
It's
He's
just a flat rate for a daily or half.
so
I just wanna
he's
know, you know, is he-
let's see.
Right,
I
exactly.
mean, like, do we need a background?
He's
check?
rebooked 5 times for the Miracle on Washington Street, Tomball, German Festival and Christmas, Walker County Fair in Huntsville. He's rebooked there 5 times. Crystal Beach Crab Festival, rebooked there 4 times. Hopkins County Fall Festival, rebooked there 5 times. So he's got Hunt County Fair in Greenville. So he's done quite a few.
Does he perform on a stage or?
He can do stage, or he can walk around. I mean, pretty much whatever we want him to do, he'll do. So I figured he'd be
something different.
yeah.
Probably something we
I
can
think
do
so
with
too. I think it's gonna be really good or really
walks around
corny
those-
either
he
way.
does-
As long as the
Like
kids,
corny.
yeah, that's
balloon
right.
animals and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I guess, or balloon.
Yeah, he does like he makes like the balloon
That'd be a
animals.
big hit for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially if it's not a cost to the parents.
yeah.
It's like, hey, this is great, you know.
So,
My
but
kids
I'll
will
pass
really
that down
love
if y'all
it.
want to look at it.
They're like,
So I thought about using him for the other sponsorship, so we can make our kids own a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because aren't we gonna have a stage down there anyway for y'all's event, or for y'all's
Well, we still
possibly?
we still haven't been able to meet. I mean, it's been crazy with our trying to get all of our committee together. So we haven't actually had our beginning of the year meeting yet, as far as that goes. So.
I get it.
I'll put it on my list.
Face painting, which I might. We already have a guy that is about
Marco will be
90%
there for
sure.
face painting.
Yeah, that's what yeah. He's about 90% sure he might come. If not, his daughter will do it. So
Regardless, there will be somebody doing face painting, either if it's him or.
he does
somebody else.
airbrush tattoos, not face painting,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's fascinating.
yeah.
He's always here downtown.
And he always has his music and stuff like that
Oh,
going.
talk about Marco.
Mhm. So that's what I got on that part. And then Chris, if you want to tell everybody about the movie projector thing, I know you were already telling
yes,
them, but if you
yeah,
want to give us an update.
I've tried calling a guy that we had a referral to. I couldn't get a hold of him. It was a weird voicemail. I tried multiple attempts to make a phone call, and I reached out to him on Facebook Messenger as well, and there's no avail to that. So, and then I reached out to Espen. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it right. Epson, yeah, Epson projectors and printers and stuff like that. They're commercial side. I was supposed to have gotten a phone call back from them. I either missed the call or they just didn't call one. So I've got another email out to them. So hopefully they'll respond and get a update on something like that, so we can start getting pricing on projector for our
What was the estimated
theater.
cost on that again that we?
Well, originally we thought around $1,000, then I got to specking it out. I didn't realize until after I got talking to Cassidy about it, is our screen is a 30-foot wide by 15-foot tall screen. It's a pretty big screen. And just a regular screen projector you'd get from Walmart or Best Buy is not going to be the quality we need to project. So we're needing something that's going to be around $7,000 roughly, in that ballpark
Which is
range.
better, cause at first we thought it was gonna be 20,000.
So it's, of course, you get what you pay for if you buy cheap, and then you blow a budget if you go too high, and then it's a one way or the other. So we just got to figure out where we can get a good price range at as far as the projector goes.
And if it's 7,000, our hot funds are 10, so.
Yeah. So we can kind of still be under that budget.
Okay, and then so the Smoky Row picnic tables. I know if we can get this projector, then we won't have to do like a sponsorship for the movie projector, which would be great. Then we can like start focusing on doing our sponsorship for the picnic tables. But I feel like until we can move forward and know about the movie projector, in case we are going to need sponsors for that, then we'll probably have to. Because I feel that the movie projector is probably more important than doing the picnic tables. So. So I guess we're gonna keep on working on that this week. Chris, he's putting in a lot of work trying to figure that out. So as soon as we get somewhere with that, I'll update you guys and let y'all know how that's going. And then carry the load. We did meet. What was that Friday? Thursday.
Thursday last week.
So we did the carry the load last year. How we remember when we did the ice cream and stuff like that on the plaza, and they came in and brought their bus and. They walked in from Mount Pleasant, but this year, is it Hawkins County too, or just Mount Pleasant?
Mom's is gonna come here.
Yeah,
But it's not gonna be, last year or all the other years, they come did a big rally in Mount Pleasant, Mom's, and then walk over here, we feed them, and then they move on. This year, it's gonna be all Mount Vernon, all day long.
What, I mean, that's great, but how did we end up with that?
They wanted to come to Mount Vernon, because
Oh.
we did such a big deal last year for them. They felt like they slighted us because we did not big, and then they were just here for a little while.
So they're
That's
thinking
good.
food trucks. The fire department's going to be doing their normal hot dogs and hamburgers. Food trucks and is that the 23rd?
It's, yes, May 23rd.
Yeah, and it'll be Friday
I
instead
was
of.
gonna say it's Friday of,
Yeah.
of Memorial Weekend.
And it'll be during the day instead of at the same time as, because last year it was during graduation, so a lot of people couldn't make it.
They're gonna do it during the day so that it doesn't interfere.
Yeah.
And
So they're not gonna stop in Mount Pleasant at all. They're gonna keep going. So they'll be here several hours earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're also wanting to set up a booth at our festival and stuff like that too. So
They
that
did that last year, so they're
Something
going to do
like
that
that.
again this year. And I think Mom's is actually going to set up a booth too. Actually, just got both of their applications.
They're gonna be, they want the program to start at like 10 a.m.
I think they got a suite at the Glove Factory too. I think they.
I've got a
I'm
call
pretty sure that's
being
what
made
she
right
told
now
me.
to Kevin.
okay. Thank you.
We talked to Lee Reeves about singing that day.
Okay.
They wanna take up down to the Glove Factory. They're gonna have the front room, I think, to set up for their
I don't have
Yeah,
mine
but
either.
He was the first person killed in action from that burn in
I think so. I think the Creedmoor. But they're also going to have little plaques or printouts of pictures of any of the fallen soldiers from Franklin County. It'll be on
With
there
their
with all the information and their rank
They're
and all
gonna do
that.
that in the blood factories to protect them. But then there'll be a walk, so they'll,
Mhm.
It'll start here, go to the cemetery, go around the neighborhood, and then
Yeah.
come back.
And so they're gonna they're meeting this week, so I'll keep y'all updated on all that. But they're gonna get flyers, and if somebody wants to help me, I would be glad to have the help. But I'm gonna go like how we did with the Christmas parade, go door to door on the parade route and let everybody know that they're gonna be walking through, so people can stand outside with flags or, walk with them, whatever they want to do. There was something else it's on the tip of my tongue and I just forgot it. The entertainment. We're gonna take care of the entertainment that day. I really don't have much on that until they meet this week. So, but I just wanted to let y'all know that what's going on. We're gonna have all that downtown.
Plan on live music that day, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. And then let's see the joint council and EDC meeting regarding the planning and zoning housing study. You're probably better at explaining that one than I.
It was just this, they were just discussing how many houses they could probably fit in that area between the school and the service road. Just that area, they're thinking 325 houses, plus there'll be a park in that area.
So are they talking about the area that Loves is sitting on, or that area between that road that runs between?
Gadlin and 37.
Okay.
To, kind of comes around by Franklin and that behind us.
Okay, because I thought they were talking about the area, that little triangle, and I'm like, how on earth are they fitting 300 houses in there?
Lowe's is gonna do an RV park, maybe.
Really?
They've been talking about that for a long time.
It would just be like they park as their.
Oh, that's gonna create some
Not RV park like that, RV
like a
park like.
breeding
they
ground
can
for prostitutes.
do up in the night. 'Cause,
Mm-hmm. No, when you said that, I was thinking that area, and I keep riding by there going, there is no way on earth they're fitting 300 houses there.
Really tall and really skinny.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all the property from behind Sonic where I developed that little shop there,
Mm-hmm.
going north towards the school up in that area.
Okay.
North of that little property line that I had up there.
Okay, I guess we'll move on to manager update. Okay, so Friendly Friday. Okay, so I have an idea, and I want to, I would like for y'all to be on board with this. So not this Friday, but the next Friday. That way it gives everybody time to kind of plan for it. I want our Friendly Friday, that Friday, to be Meet the Main Street Board. Like where we do a live from Main Street page where everybody gets to meet who's behind the scenes. And also I want to do like everybody to give me like a short bio about themselves and a picture of you and your family and your dog, whatever picture you want. That way I can pin it to the top of our social media, because I feel like it's important that everybody needs to know, who's helping.
And we're gonna put you on the webpage.
Yeah, and the website. So if y'all are cool with that, I think it's 2/28 would be the date. We could meet up here about 10:30, or I mean whatever time would work better for everybody.
Or do half of them one
Yeah.
month and half the next.
So y'all kind of check your schedules and let me know. I mean we can try to shuffle some stuff around.
Well, if it gets split, I'll have to do the 28th because I'll be out of town the following Friday.
Okay. Okay, so Ginger's the 28th.
I can do the 28th.
Yeah, I can too.
Perfect.
Is the next option the next week,
Yes, ma'am.
the seventh?
I think so.
I'll do the seventh.
7th. Okay.
Crystal's 370.
Yes, ma'am.
What time do you say?
10:30.
And that'll be here?
Yes, ma'am. And then I guess I just need to get with Morgan and see what.
And Teresa.
Yes. Okay, and then Merchant Monday, we have had some pretty good attendance. This last Monday was kind of thin, so hopefully the next one, which is on 3/3, we'll have better attendance. So we're trying to keep pushing forward and keep growing it. So
Sorry, I missed that one.
it's okay.
The
Can't make 'em all.
update from that is that this is the county's birthday.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
150th
It's the bicentennial.
bicentennial.
Yes.
So, the Historical Society was trying to kind of just get everybody together to let's do something, but, the county has said that they're gonna have a contest at the school to make a flag. And, they're gonna have cake sometime. So I don't know if, I think it should be more than just taking the flag. I think we should, like, every time there's an event, it should be brought up this year, in my mind.
Absolutely.
I thought Ron Barker was trying to get something together.
I don't know.
He said something to me about it and that he was working on trying to put something together, but I haven't heard anything back from him. So I don't know. And I haven't reached out to Ron either, so but I know that he was trying to put something together, and I just assumed it was through the Arts Alliance, but I don't know what all Ron's involved with, so
Well, the Historical Society wants to do something too.
and Ron may be on the Historical Society, I'm not sure. I would be surprised if he wasn't.
And then Food Truck Fridays. I'm thinking maybe the Friday before the spring event. That'd be the day we can kick it off and invite all of our food trucks to come that night. We'll get the bounce houses up, and so they can come in, that day and stay all day, all night, and then be ready to go that morning. But that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna keep plugging away at the spring event. I'm gonna keep making some phone calls next week or this week. I forgot it's already Monday.
We were talking earlier, maybe
So you're wanting to start the Food Truck Fridays on the 11th?
Mm-hmm.
if we did everybody in the park, maybe that would help Food Truck Fridays, but maybe it would also help Farmer's Market,
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Yeah, we'll start
stir it over.
Steering
we'll start
everybody
planning
that
on
direction.
that soon too. I'll start trying to get some stuff together for that, because I've had a few people reach out about it. Dang, there was something else. Oh, so if everybody could just get me their bio for the Main Street page by the 28th, so I could at least get that posted.
You want them by the 28th?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Food Truck Friday, what times are we talking about doing that?
They can come and stay all day Friday,
And
And
so
then-
set up for lunch or
probably
and
so.
then all 3 hours?
Did we ever find out if they're gonna have to get like Food Truck Fridays? Are we just gonna do that once a month, or we're gonna do that every Friday for the summer, or is it just a once a month thing?
I think it can kind of be whenever we start.
Mm-hmm.
Like every week.
I think so too.
So would they have to have? I know we kind of hit on this before.
Oh, yeah, the
If they
permits.
get their- I don't know, I think they're talking about changing the ordinance again.
To because when I did say, because Black Dog sits in the parking lot all the time, and I had said something to them, and they were like, "Do you have to have it? If it were every Friday, do we have to go in every week and get another, or
temporary
is
food
it
permit.
once a month? We get it once a month, and then we're good for the rest of the month."
Right.
For the summer?
Yeah.
Right now, it's, you get it and it's for April through October.
Say it again?
Okay.
You get it once and that's perfect.
Yes.
It's like $25 a week if you
So anything that goes on and you wanna attend, you're ready to go. Okay. I will let them know that.
You also, I mean, doing that, in my opinion, reserves your spot in the park.
Mm-hmm.
First come, first served. But if you're there first, you get to choose when you want to leave.
Does anybody have anything
back
else you
on-
want to add?
Back on the vendor part, is that 35 verified vendors, is that food and vendors or just
It's
vendors?
just shopping vendors right now. I don't have any food trucks right now except Quick Sips.
Okay.
I know there's people that have got the applications that just
Yeah.
haven't turned them in yet. So Black Dog and Wicked Love for Food, but they haven't turned in their
Right.
application
I
yet.
just didn't know if it was
Also,
only
the
vendors
city
or all.
Yeah, she hasn't turned. Yeah, she said she doesn't know. It's like a toss up. She said she's supposed to let me know by the end of this week. So
I'll remind Black Dog.
yeah,
Where do you envision the vendors at this time?
I'm not sure. I would like to see it go through the whole park, down the sidewalk and stuff
Kinda like
that.
how we set up the
Mm-hmm.
trick or treat.
Yeah. That way, the whole park can be utilized. It just depends on how many vendors, I guess. I would like to see it packed.
I will say we learned that they need to be more separated than,
Yeah.
because as they started
elbow
coming
room.
in, they wanted to sit right next to each other, and that was just,
Space them out about.
yeah, big traffic jam. But I mean, we do and we learn. So
Mm-hmm.
I could see like this, staggered with
Mm-hmm.
probably 8 to 10 feet between each.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I
once
feel like
that's filled up around, then you've got that whole soccer field that you could make
Mhm.
little aisles and stuff.
And we
through.
could even put food trucks down there if they have their own generators and stuff like that. I don't see no problem with putting some in that parking lot down there. That way we can kind of spread it out.
You set them up on the basketball court.
That's right. And we have the little livestock petting zoo that's going to be there, so we'll find somewhere to put them too. That's probably away from the food, so you can't smell it.
Is that something we're sponsoring too, or is that somebody just
It's a
coming?
sponsor.
We did get a sponsor for it.
Well, that's what we're going to use one of our sponsors for.
Okay.
Is there gonna be a concert that night? Probably, maybe?
Probably. We're not so sure about the catfish because, I mean, trying to get all of us together to get that going. Stephanie's not going to be in town. I mean,
I'm a little jealous.
I'm sorry.
so we're not going to discuss why she's not in town.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yes, we are.
Credence Clearwater
Yes, we
Revival.
are. We're all jealous.
Cool.
But no, so there will be a concert of some sort. I'm not sure. It may be me singing, which
Okay.
will clear the park out. We won't have to worry about people staying for very long. But no, there will be something.
Is the vision for Saturday night?
Yes, Saturday night.
So
Mhm.
just one night?
One night.
Okay.
We're not going to do two like we did
And
last
the
year. It
vendors
was
are
too
gonna
much.
go from what time to what time?
Well, is there enough lighting that they could stay all night? Yeah.
Well,
I
once you-
always go during the day. I don't ever go at night. So.
Well, Halloween, I think they only, I don't know if they all came on. I don't think they did. I think they just had maybe 2 or 3 of the lights on the baseball
Mm-hmm.
field on, and it was plenty of light even back. It was a little darker back toward the basketball courts,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I mean,
Kinda kept it.
but we've got enough equipment rentals around here that
Mhm.
if we go down there, which we need to do is go down there, flip those lights on, and
Mhm.
see where the dark areas are, and
Yeah.
if the vendors are going to stay longer and after dark, which I don't see if they wanted to
I
why
think
they
it-
couldn't.
Yeah.
I think it was decent.
I'm thinking it was, but if we did need to get something, we could either
Yeah.
see if we could rent or see if one of them would
Yeah.
allow us to use one of their generator pop-up
Lights,
construction lights, which
Yeah.
would
I think
Yeah,
my,
I
mean,
my
more than
husband
enough
can
to
probably
light
get
it up.
get
What
some
we do-
also.
I was gonna say I got access. I can for like $75 for the weekend, and I can get us a light tower.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
to set
good.
up.
That's what I'm talking. One of the generated lights, so like
Yeah.
they're using the oil fields. So.
Yep.
I can probably get the guy to donate.
And probably
if
one of
possible.
those put back up there around that side of the creek by the basketball
Mhm.
court would be all you would need for that area
Yeah.
if it's set up right and put in the right direction. Because it does get dark over in there, so if
Mhm.
anyone is over there, you would want something.
Yeah.
But the baseball field lights pretty much covered. I know when they did the video of the fireworks show,
Mhm.
I didn't even realize it was the same. I thought it was Mount Pleasant because I'm like, why is that so lit up? I didn't even realize how lit up it was because someone, I guess, it hit the lights at some point. It was lit back through there, so like daylight. Of course it is. rooms.
okay.
That's,
down
that's
there.
what I was gonna ask. We can,
I already have a trailer reserved.
okay.
Cause
We
we
just
don't
don't want
need,
anybody locked in.
yeah, we need to keep that bathroom locked. We had
Yeah.
to rescue
Yeah, we're
people
not letting
several
anybody
times
go in there.
out of that
Okay.
bathroom.
You say we have a trailer reserved, we got like a
Portable.
portable trailer, restroom trailer.
Yeah, and hand wash stations too.
Oh, okay.
One of your goats is out.
One of my
That's what I
goats.
got, guys.
They've
And
been
then
out.
we'll start working on trying to assign duties once I figure out what we're doing with everybody in the
They're
park and stuff
exploring.
like that.
Okay, so do we still have our design meeting on the 20th?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What time? 1:30?
1:30 at the loading dock.
Okay.
I will not be here March 13th. I will be in Colorado.
So you want, can you do it the 20th?
Yes.
So I'm gonna put Ginger has a meeting on my schedule.
It should be, yes.
Thank you, Miss Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the one in March will be on the 20th.
How dare you go with
And what time is that one?
Time
1:32?
deadline.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be here either.
On the 13th?
20th or the 13th?
20th. I won't be here on the 17th or the 20th.
Of March.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, how about the 27th? Or the 6th?
That works for me. The 27th works.
I can do the 20th. I'm gone from the 4th through the 14th.
So the 27th works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Those are nowhere when you get in there.
We're going snow skiing.
So March 27th.
I will probably not be doing any snow skiing. I'll be there watching.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming.
It was, and the meeting will be at what, 1:30? Or is it a,
Start.
What is that?
my goat?
Literally. I thought she was saying like get your stuff together, but literally you have to go.
No, literally the goat is out. Literally the goat is out.
She's getting calls.
Hey,
So
I
wanna
got a
make
phone call
motion to
today.
You gotta go back and look out.
Yeah, can we get a motion to adjourn?
I don't know. I have no idea.
A motion.
I second it.
All right, sounds good.
Who made a motion?
Me.
So who was that?
He wrote his name down, I forgot.
David West.
David West. Do you know him?
Did he say he was an old doctor or anything?
No, an old dog or
Oh.
Dot.
I thought he said
I
old
thought he
doc,
said
and
dog
I'm
or-
like, I don't know you.